Well, that kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? I don't guess I have to tell anybody what's wrong with this one. We got one heck of a noisy coil on this thing, and that's a fairly new contactor. It is in great shape. There's no pitting on it or anything, and it was just put in 2016. But it sure is buzzing. We'll ohm that sucker out just to see what the ohms are like on it. Just out of curiosity. We're putting a new one on anyway, but okay. So only 12.7. So she's a little bit low, but definitely a buzzer. So we'll get us a new one out here and get this sucker stuck on there. Alright, so we got us a brand new 2-pole 30 out of the box here. This is a jarred, and we're just going to ohm out the brand new coil, see how it compares. Look at that, about the same. So that goes to show you that you can't always go by the ohms on a contactor. I mean, it doesn't always mean that it's bad or good. That one's buzzing like crazy, and the ohms are about the same on a brand new one. So we'll get this sucker in there and see how the new one does. Alright, so while we're at it, we might as well turn this into a Klein Tool promotional video. I've seen everybody has been using their 8-in-1 slide drives. I saw John Israel using one. Ted's got one. Everybody seems to be enjoying that. Old Steve Lav has had his slide drives forever, and now Klein has got into that technology, and that is a heck of a good tool. I've had mine for a while. I love it too. I got the snubby version of the slide drive, and then I've got the extra long that we all love so much to get back in there. And while I'm at it, the best dang pliers in the world. This is the 7s. I've got the 8s, and I've got the 6. I used this 6-inch pair for like 10 years, and they're still like brand new. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. There's no nicks or anything. There's one spot kind of melded there where I kind of grounded a fan wire one time, but hey, things happen. But yeah, these are my good old Klein 7-inch needle nose. Got a really good point on them. Really good cutters. I love the grip, the style, everything. These are what I use to pull all the wires off the capacitors with, and they're so good for just, you know, getting that leverage on the body of the capacitor and just slipping that wire right off. So really like these things. So, you know, while we're at it, we might as well turn it into a big Klein video. I mean, what the heck. Klein makes some really good tools for all of us. So changing a contactor one-handed, man, that's real fun. I haven't got the hang of this like you other guys have. Like they say, it looks so easy on TV, but it's really not. Alright, so here's where the big slide driver comes in, and you know, you got your 1/4 inch down there, slide that thing forward, you got your lock and ring, spin it up, got your 5/16. So everything right in one tool. Got a real good magnet in there. Klein's magnets are really good. That's why I hate Hillmore tools. Their magnets absolutely suck. I mean, if you're going to take the time to put a magnet on something, make it a decent magnet. But theirs are just terrible. I mean, they're just worthless. But Klein always puts a good magnet on there. And of course, this longer shaft. Helps get you, by that contactor, get you back in all those deep places where you want to be, back in the heater compartment on the heat pumps and stuff. So anyway, let me get old Buzzer out of there, put the new one in, and we'll fire it up, see how she sounds. Alright, you guys, let me ask you, is this as much a pain in your ass as it is in mine? These new style of contactors, they got these type of connections down at the bottom. And of course your old one, you've got your nice loop connectors there. Back in the old days, you could just pop that right in there. But now you're stuck chopping up wires and hacking everything up. If you ain't got enough wire, then you're in a pinch. So that's one thing I kind of hate about these new style of contactors. I really don't like those connections down there. I wish they would have stuck with this. But I don't know, that's pretty much how they all are now. Every one, different brands we get, they're all like that. So anyway, let me finish this up. Alright guys, we're back in there. When you have to cut those connections off the bottom there, just try to make sure you get all the wire strands up in there. Don't leave all that mess hanging out of the bottom, waiting to electrocute the next guy that comes along. But I mean, our coil's pulled in right now. Listen how much quieter that thing is compared to the old one, just to show you that we are pulled in. See, there we are. That is a big, big difference. The homeowner might be able to sleep tonight. That other one was screaming. Alright, so we'll go ahead and fire it up, and he's all done, but this old one didn't look that bad. Let's get it out of the box here. I don't really know why it was buzzing that much. The contacts look fantastic on it. Nothing at all wrong with either side. Hadn't been any bugs or earwigs or anything trapped under there. No signs of anything burnt or scorched or hot on the coil whatsoever. All the copper still looks good and shiny. And we were ohming out at 12.5 on the old one and 12.2 on the new one. So pretty much identical. But big difference. We'll fire this sucker up and get her going. Put a new date on there so we know when that was done. Keep track of that. We've had a couple other things here with this unit. Defrost board, capacitor's been replaced on there, but it does still run good. It's been taken care of regularly, so this will keep it going for a little while longer. As always, you guys, I appreciate you watching. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time.